Well, hello everybody, and thank you for joining me. This is Crystal Lynn at Cowgirl Astrologer, and I'm here. I'm super excited to bring to you the monthly forecast, astrological forecast for September. We have all kinds of really interesting things going on right now, and the energy is really shifted. So we're just going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk to my Aries. We'll start with you, of course. Every time I think about trying to start like with a different sign, I just can't do it. You guys always have to be first. And it's I don't know, the energy of the Aries is so awesome. I mean, you know, you guys just have that way of grabbing the situation, the moment, the honesty of the moment, and boom, there it is. And I know you guys do get in a lot of trouble for that. But it's a beautiful gift to be able to be that raw and honest and pure. So don't lose that, Aries. Okay, well, let's take a look at what's going on right now. The main themes that I want to focus on this month is the new moon and the full moon. Also, I want to talk about Mars in Scorpio. I think if we take those three main things that are going on right now, that will keep us pretty busy. First of all, let's take a look at the new moon. The new moon we are in as we speak right now. The moon is in Virgo. And this is a time of new beginnings. This is a time of planting. This is the time of putting your seeds in the ground. You know, I love that every single month we get a new, fresh opportunity to start again, and yet to rebuild on the last month, and the month after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. And that's the beautiful thing about using astrology. Astrology, you know, we can all talk until Jesus comes back. How, you know, is astrology possible, and which type of astrology should we use, and all of these different things. But the bottom line is there's a map, there's timing to the universe. And although we may all look at it from different perspectives, and, you know, it still works. It still works. And I think it has a lot to do with, you know, how our minds work. And so right now, you are in a very radical transformation. Now, this, just to make note also, of course, I'm talking to the Aries risings because that's what we look at. That's the most dominant theme to set our life path. But if you have a sun in Aries or moon in Aries, you may be feeling these themes as well. So I try to remind everybody, you guys ask me all the time, which ones should I watch? We should watch all of them. Because then you can see for your friends and maybe what they're going through, or maybe have some more understanding. I always watch all of them on my favorite channels. And but if you just want to just tune in, you're going to tune in to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So with the new moon in the 6th house of Virgo for the Aries, Virgo falls into your 6th house. And your 6th house is your daily routines. Your 6th house is your hidden enemies. Your 6th house is pets, is health. So you have this new amazing opportunity right now to really plant some solid, practical ideas in your life right now. Sometimes with this Mars energy that you guys have, Aries is ruled by Mars, you guys are impulsive and you get all these ideas going, and you know, you kind of like the thing that's got the most energy, so you go towards that. Meanwhile, there's all these other areas of your life that could really come off the ground, that could really be solid, but it might not be as exciting. So balancing out our lives and learning how to say, all right, this might not be that exciting right now, but if I put a little energy into this and I go back behind the scenes and I work on this and I build this, whatever this is, then it's going to be exciting. It's kind of that forethought. It's that patience. And I know, like I said, you guys kind of have a hard time with that. But it's all about integrating all of the energies that we have and learning how to, you know, really decide what it is we want right now. We are in a great position. You also have, I guess I'm going to add another astrological fact here. You have Jupiter in your 5th house. So Aries, you guys can shine this year. It's like almost like the Midas touch. Anything you put your focus on, the key is going to be put your focus on. So this new moon is bringing in a focus towards your daily routines and asking you, are you doing things that are valuable? Are you doing things that are going to last the long haul? Are you planning for the future? Because you've got Mars in the 8th house. Now we know 8th house is really intense, okay? And that's kind of, I call it the file cabinet that everybody wants to hide, you know, your taxes and all your, you know, attorney papers and past, present, and deep, intimate relationships. Not the relationships, the superficial ones, but the ones you really care about, the lifelong relationships, the friendships, the deep family, the business partners, all of those things that really you've either connected money with, you've either connected sex with. These are intimate relationships. And this is also the house of transformation. You know, death, birth, regeneration. So what the heck is Mars doing in there right now? Well, we know that Saturn has been in Scorpio since October of 2012. And right now, as we speak, I'm looking at it right now, Saturn and Mars are in an exact conjunction. Saturn, discipline, you know, he's a killjoy. Okay, let's just face it. He takes the fun out of everything. He takes the dreamy land out of everything. He takes the rosy-colored glasses off, and we're all standing there raw. We're all standing there looking and saying, okay, am I going to do this? Am I going to make something of my life? Am I going to pick up the pieces? There's many of you that have been through a heck of a lot of change, a lot of intensity. And, you know, I'm just here to say that this is the time to start steering the boat, to start planning, to set the sails just right. You know, when people sail, you know, they don't just get in and sit there and hope the winds take them. You know, they use some action and they angle things just right, and they're strategic. And they know when to take a break a minute. Everything's sailing good. And uh-oh, here comes a storm. We better plan ahead. This is about those things. The other thing that's really important for you guys to be aware of is the fact that Pisces is in your 12th house. And Pisces is in Neptune right now. Or Neptune is in Pisces right now. Retrograde. We have that going on until November. In your 12th house. Okay? So I want to talk to you, you impulsive Aries, and those of you who've been working so hard and just kind of feel like maybe you're a little stale, maybe you're a little done, maybe you just can't, you know, you just don't know if you can light the fireworks one more time. Well, you know, Neptune being retrograde in that subconscious place in your life is really having you and churning and stirring those deep subconscious places. And so here, let's look at this theme. We've got this shaking up, this fiery Mars energy in your 8th house, dealing with your intimate commitments, resources. Then we've got Neptune slowing your mind down and having you really look at what it is you want and what it is you've been through and what lessons can you learn from this. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. This is a time to be careful. Because, you know, the 8th and the 12th house are very, very heavy, watery houses, okay? And, you know, we see a lot going on out there right now. We see it. It's all over the news. You know, we've lost Robin Williams. There's a lot going on because that Neptune energy can sometimes get us a little bit clouded, delusional, maybe pull us into a depression, okay? Because we don't know how to use these energies. And when a lot of people are facing deep emotional stuff that's coming up, and they don't know how to talk about it, and maybe they don't know how to put it all together, then a lot of times they can just kind of get washed under. And this is not the time to do that. This is not the time to do that, because the universe has your back right now. The changes that you're making right now are for your future. They're for the next cycle. They're preparing you. The secret is not to resist them. Whatever emotions are coming up, whatever relationships are coming up, just embrace them. You know, what things can you make changes about? What things can you address? If there's things that you just have no control over, then you even need to find a place for that. You need to find a place to say, these are things that, you know, I've got to give to God. that I've got to sit down and know that I don't have control over them, and to let them be there. And yet not stop. Can't stop right now. The full moon is going to be highlighted in your 12th house on September 8th. And the Pisces full moon is all about washing us clean, healing our wounds, finding forgiveness where we didn't have it before, or acceptance, awareness. And it's a cleansing process. It's a healing process. These cycles that happen, they bring us in, and they transform us, and then they bring us and push us back out. With Jupiter and Leo in your 5th house right now, you've got favor. You've got, like, the golden gates are opening. Walk through. Walk through. And, you know, you're in there, okay? By Christmas, this picture is going to look completely different. But don't lose sight of the lessons. What do you need to work on? What do you need to look at? Sometimes we can't even work on it. It's just awareness. And each day the cycles change and help our perspectives and help us see things differently. With the sun in Virgo right now, Mercury is helping us all see a little clearer. So you've got this little bit of this challenge right now between your 6th house, getting it together, getting focused, and the 12th house kind of wanting to pull you back. Use that energy. The 12th house can also be a very creative time. You could come up with an idea right now that could last you a lifetime. So there's so many things going on, but the key is slow down a little, Aries. You've got a couple more months to really get this right and get these things sorted out. Because when Saturn moves out of Scorpio, you're going to be like walking out of prison, emotional prison, and you're almost there. So if you have any questions, you can get a hold of me at cowgirlastrologer.com. I also have, I've actually just booked up my astrology classes for the month of September, but it's something I'm going to continue to do. So if you're interested in learning more about how to read your own chart, how to look at relationship charts, family trees, transits, I've got classes that will continue to go on. So you can email me at crystallyn68@gmail.com, and I can get your name on a list for my next openings. And also, if you're looking for something more specific, you can call me and book a reading. I have all kinds of really cool things that I think can help everyone through these times. So I'm here, and good luck, Aries. If you have any questions or comment below, and I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, take care.